him if he does start barking. I know he and Kale get very excited when they see people. But if you do not want him to bark at a person or perhaps another dog, he really, really responds well to shh or any kind of correction noise, we call it here, to really get the point across that you don't appreciate his actions. So if he does start barking, when you do correct him, at first try not to use your physical touch. Try to correct him instead with snapping your fingers, going forward towards him, opening your hands up, making yourself a little bit bigger, a little more intimidating, establishing yourself as a pack leader, knowing that you want him to stop his actions right now, you don't appreciate them, and also using your correction noise. So for example, if you're walking Moy and perhaps he sees another dog or someone that he knows, or even if he doesn't know them and he does, he's going to start barking, when you do notice it, that is when you need to go in and immediately correct them. So as soon as his ears perk up and he starts focusing in on that dog or person, you need to correct that so he doesn't get far enough into the zone and starts going crazy with the barking and everything like that. And also when you come home, I'm sure they get really excited to see you, but in order to stop them from barking, you should really ignore them, and then when they all go into a calm, submissive state, then they can get all of the affection that they want. And also when people do come over, it's really hard to ignore them because they are so fluffy and cute. But do ask them to completely ignore the dogs until they do calm down and go into that submissive state. In the event that Moy does not listen to the or the shh, and he totally ignores that, or just loses it and wants to go bark, 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 that's when you can go in for the physical correction. They are very small, and of course you don't want to hurt them. So basically all you're going to do is use one finger, or perhaps two, depending on what you want to do. So 1 or 2 fingers, and all you're going to do is, again, make your correction noise, getting the point across that you don't appreciate their behavior. And what you're going to do is very slightly touch them. And this snaps them out of their fixation on whatever and brings them back to, we were walking, or, what does my mom want me to do now? So make your correction noise first, and he listens really well. And then if he, totally, doesn't even care, starts barking, then go in for your physical correction, which you're just, again, going to use 1 or 2 fingers. Try it on your forearm first to see what kind of pressure you want to use. And you can go in and touch them right in their side here, 1 or 2 fingers, and then they will snap out of their, fixation on the person or the dog. And again, like I said before, if they get really, really excited when they see people or other dogs, try and have them either focus back on you when you use your correction and your noise, or when you do meet the people and they come over, just ask them to please ignore them because they do get so incredibly excited. Now, unfortunately, well, I guess fortunately maybe, that he does not want to bark at anything at all. So just let us know how these tips can help you, or if we can possibly work with some different dogs or something and try and get him to get really excited and start barking. But he is being a very quiet boy right now. So just remember, when he first makes that turn to go look at another dog or person, and you know that bark is going to be coming afterward, just correct him. He usually would go back into the sitting position, and then you can go in for the physical correction with the 1 or 2 fingers, just lightly poking him in the side. Dogs do correct each other with their mouths, so this is basically a dog's mouth on him, snapping him out of it. So, of course, use your discretion on how much pressure you would like to apply to him, but use it right up in this little sensitive area here. But he's being a spectacular boy, so just let me know if there's anything else that I can help you with in regards to his barking. But this has been Nicole here with a very calm, submissive boy, and we'll be seeing you later. Bye!